The problem statement in question 19 of this exercise says 200 logs are stacked in the following manner: 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 in the next row, 18 in the next row next to it, and so on. So if you look at this figure, here's what you see. So you see this bottom row with the most number of logs. So there are 20 logs in this bottom row. Then in the next row there are 19 logs, and then in the row on top there are 18 logs, and this pattern of stacking the logs, this continues. And now the problem says the total number of logs are 200. So in how many rows are the 200 logs placed, and in how many logs are there in the top row? So this is the problem that we have to solve. So if you think about it, the number of logs per row, it forms an arithmetic progression. So we have 20 in the first row, 19 in the second row, 18 in the third row, counting from the bottom, and this pattern continues. And somewhere for some number of terms of this arithmetic progression, the total number of logs will be 200. So we have to find how many rows are there. So we will start by supposing that this pattern has n rows. This pattern continues for n rows, and we have to find the value of n. Alright, so what do we have? So we have the first term of the arithmetic progression, that's 20, the number of logs in the first row. We also have the common difference. The common difference is -1, the difference between any pair of consecutive terms. And we also have the sum of terms up to the nth term. We have Sn, this is equal to 200. And what we have to do is we have to find the value of n. So let's do that. So let's use the relation Sn is equal to n by 2 times a 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So let's substitute the values that we have. So Sn is 200. 200 is equal to n by 2 times 2a. So a is 20, so 2a will be 40. And then we have plus n minus 1 into minus 1, because d is minus 1. So plus n minus 1 times minus 1. So this is what we get. So from here we get 200 is n by 2 times 40 plus 1 minus n. So n minus 1 times minus 1 is 1 minus n. So this is what we get, and we can write this as 200 is equal to n by 2 times 41 minus n. Now let's cross multiply this 2 with the 200. So we will get 400 on the left side, and on the right side we will get n into 41 minus n. So that's 41n minus n square. And now we can write this as n square minus 41n plus 400 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in n. We can solve it now and we can find the value of n. To solve this quadratic equation, we can factorize the quadratic expression on the left, and you can verify that this factorizes as n minus 16 times n minus 25. This is equal to 0, because minus 16 times minus 25 is plus 400, and we will also get minus 41n. So there are two roots, there are two values of n that satisfy this equation. So n is either 16 or n is equal to 25. So which value should we pick? What is the right value of n to pick from these two values? Because both values are valid numbers, both values are positive integers, so which makes sense. Now think about it. The first row, the bottommost row, has 20 logs, and the number of logs per row keeps on decreasing as we go up. So clearly n cannot be equal to 25, because if we go up to the 25th term in the progression, the terms will become negative, because the first term is 20 and every term is 1 less than the previous term. If we go up to the 25th term, we will get negative values, and that is not possible. We cannot have a negative number of logs in a row. So the correct answer is n is equal to 16. So n is equal to 16 is the correct root, and n is equal to 25 we will discard. So the answer, part of the answer is that there are 16 rows in which the logs are placed, and now we have to find out how many logs are in the top row. So for that we can simply find the 16th term of this arithmetic progression. You can find it directly, you can find it mentally just by looking at this arithmetic progression, or if you want, you can use the relation an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. So this means that the 16th term will be the first term 20 plus n minus 1, so n is 16, so n minus 1 is 15, so 15 into minus 1, so that's 20 minus 15, which is equal to 5. So in the 16th row there will be 5 logs in the top row, or the 16th row. So the answer to this problem is that the 200 logs are placed in 16 rows in this pattern, and there are 5 logs in the top row.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.